Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, a northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today I'm going to talk about one of our newest additions, and back in its day, this was one of the coolest cars that was actually available for anybody in 1974. Give you all the details in a moment. Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And today we're going to talk about our latest acquisition, and boy, I'll tell you, I was in high school at the time, and these were the dream cars everyone wanted. A 1974 Pontiac Trans Am with a screaming chicken, the Eagle hoods with the shaker hood. Oh, I'll tell you, this was just one of those cars we just all dreamed about having when you're a senior or junior in high school. Now, you're going to want to watch this entire video from start to finish because we're going to do a cold start, we're going to do a walk around, give you all the details of this really, really beautiful car. Now, you can also click in the link in the description and it'll take you right to this car on our website and give you all the pricing and everything. And our website being www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, where you're going to find close to 100 classic and collectible vehicles from cars from the 1920s to the 1970s and beyond. So if you're looking for that first or your 100th collectible vehicle, we probably have it sitting right on our sales floor at Ellingson Motor Cars right here in Rogers. Let's get into this car because, like I said, when I was in high school, a Trans Am was just absolutely one of the coolest cars you could have. And this is really, really a nice example. Buccaneer red, great color all the way around. Big block 400, numbers matching even. And here's the special thing that I really like about this car. It is a real 4-speed. Now that's was at that time was becoming a rare commodity, or less cars were coming that way. And of course, 1974, the government was putting the restrictions on horsepower and the new pollution stuff. But I'll tell you what, Pontiac, this division, the Trans Am division, sold more cars than they did the year before. So this was still one of those really hot items, if you will, for the public. Just a beautiful car all the way around. Look at the details under the hood. Very nice and clean. And speaking of details, nice options on this particular car. You've got power steering, which is really nice on even a smaller car like this. I mean, for parking purposes, going down the road, you know, power steering was one of those things that everyone today in this day and age were used to, but it was an option, as were almost everything back in the day. Now, has power brakes as well, power disc front brakes. I love the beautiful rally wheels with the BF Goodrich radial tires. Radial tires, of course, the raised letter gave it that sporty look, and radial tires was one of the biggest improvements of all time for any cars back in the era. It's just for the ride, handling, safety, everything involved. But yeah, with the shaker hood, the big screaming Eagle on there, beautiful car all the way around. Came from down south. Look at it, we got the sticker right in the window, Oklahoma. That's always a really good thing because if you look at the underside of this car, it's extremely clean, solid, never gives any indication that it's ever been in the quote-unquote rust belt or had an accident of any sort. But just a really, really nice car. And you know, they came with the bucket seats. They came with the tilt steering, the special sports wheel. I love the dashes in these cars. I mean, with the metal turned dash, all the gauges giving you everything from the tachometer to the temperature gauge, oil pressure, it has all that kind of stuff right there. And I'm taking a look, oh my gosh, one of my favorite things, of course, an 8-track player, which was an option, but in 1974, that was a big deal. That was what everyone was doing. Hey, my first tape I ever bought was Deep Purple. Who do they think we are? I mean, but it cost $6. That was a lot of money back then. No, it's just one of those cars that, you know, we thought was a good-looking car in 1974. You know what? Even today, this is a good-looking car all the way around. Handles nicely. Beautiful bucket seat interior, the vinyl bucket seat interior, all correct again for the car. Has one other really special feature that a lot of these cars didn't have because it was another cost factor. It has factory air conditioning. I'll tell you what, in this day and age, we're kind of spoiled. We kind of like that stuff, and that's what really makes the cars of choice when you're looking for that collectible vehicle with options or whatever. just one of those really good things to have if you want to keep the car and enjoy it, especially if you're in warmer climates. You're down in Texas where it's 115 in the shade. Air conditioning might be one of those mandatory things. Dual exhaust, of course. You got the rear spoiler, front. I mean, you know, the Trans Ams were just really, really one of those good-looking automobiles. Now you can find all of our cars on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram as well. You know, give us a like, subscribe, or leave us a comment. We appreciate it very much. And, you know, you'll find all the current inventory on there. As an added bonus, there'll be cars that we've sold over the last several years as well. So if you just like to peruse those sites, look at all the stuff, see my current inventory and everything else that we've sold, kind of a fun thing to do. Now, we make it available to you if you're one of these kind of guys like myself, says, you know, I really like the car, you do a great job, the video, I can give you a call any time of the, you know, when we're open Monday through Friday from 10 to 5 and Saturdays 10 to 4 at 763-428-7337. We'll do our best to answer any questions you have, but you say, you know, I got to make sure I fit in the car. I did back when I was in high school, maybe I don't today. Come on down, we're happy to have you come and we'll show you the car. You can sit in it and we can make sure it's absolutely the one that you want. Because, you know, we do a good job of doing the videos, we do the startup, you get a lot of good details that really helps in your buying decision. So you can come on down, visit anytime, you can, you know, give us a phone call. We can help you with shipping or transportation. If you buy the car and say, well, I live in California, well, guess what? We can arrange shipping to any place in the United States, and for that matter, any place in the world, because we have sold cars everywhere. So that shouldn't dissuade you from buying any car because of that, because we can help you with that. We can also lead you in the direction if you need financing on collector cars. We have several sources right on our website. You can click right on the deal and it'll give you more information, take you right to one of our vendors, and they can help you out get that financing. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a really good looking car, you want something that's got the 4-speed and lots of options, we got it sitting right here on the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars in Rogers, Minnesota. And remember that website, ellingsonmotorcars.com.